We have many hundreds of people who wanted to ask you questions today, and many hundreds of questions were sent in. We'd like to have just a few people have a chance to ask you their questions directly, and I'd like to start with Alex Bailey, who I believe is sitting in the stall somewhere. Now, for every question, I think a microphone will find its way to you. If you could stand up and make yourself known to the team. Can we get a microphone to Alex, please?
Yes, question?
Where is the microphone? Thank you.
There.
So Alex is just here, I think, Your Holiness.
Thank you, Mark. Your Holiness, having two little daughters myself, 4 and 5 years old, I think more about the future of humanity now than I ever did. What would you hope would be the biggest positive difference in the world for our next generation?
On top of the human nature is more loving kindness biologically there. Now education, you see, should help that. So the education not only oriented, not only matter of the materialistic sort of phenomena on these things, but the inner values. That I think the children, I think you know, when I met these children, very honest, very truthful. They really have this sort of, I think, very fresh, basic human good value, still very fresh. Some scientists, Richard Davidson, you see, once you see show, sort of one picture, one demonstrated, one sort of cartoon showed to very infant sort of children, I think a few months old, language not yet developed. You see, one cartoon, 2 young children play together, showing affection. Another cartoon, you see, this sort of negative attitude. When the first cartoon show the child smiling, showing, express happiness. The second cartoon show a little bit of negative attitude. So that indicate basic human nature, more closer to the compassion or compassionate nature. So that I think really precious. So now education must help to maintain that, to be enhanced. And then also, the biological factor, compassion, is limited. I think oriented about others' attitude. So that compassion towards only your friend. So now that compassion as a seed, then human intelligence, education, then further sort of promote that sort of compassion oriented about others' attitude. Now that, beyond that, no matter what their attitude, but still, even your enemy, their sort of attitude towards you is negative. But doesn't matter, but still these people also have this sort of right to deserve our affection. So keep affection towards your enemy. There's real possibility today's enemy become a very good friend. If because of negative attitude, you also showing negative attitude, then no possibility to change today's enemy become good friend. No. So therefore, education help the further promotion, the biased compassion become unbiased compassion. That animal cannot do. Only we human being, because of this intelligence. So education, you see, not only is helping the sustain of these positive emotion, but also further increase or expand like that. That's my view.
Excellent.
So this is not adequate at the moment. We have to work.
Thank you.
Yes.
We have another question on a slightly different theme from Racine Betteridge, who's also, I think, in the stall. So, Racine, if you could stand up and make yourself known. Let's take Racine's question, please.
Thank you, Mark. Your Holiness, I have a simple question, but I imagine probably not a simple answer, and that is, should we ever show our anger?
Kosa. Yes, I think so. Little bit naughty children or naughty student, for benefit to them, in order to stop their wrongdoing, occasionally need little bit sort of say they showing angry face, not out of anger, but out of sense of concern of their well-being. So anger, according to the system of emotion, anger due to frustration or sort of ill feeling, that anger is negative. But anger out of sense of concern of their well-being, that anger is positive. Okay. Then next question.
Great, thank you, Your Holiness. Our next question is from Mike Dixon, who I believe is in the Royal Circle. So if Mike would like to make himself known. Where are you, Mike? Mike is at the back over here. A question from up at the top right here, Your Holiness.
Hello. I was just going to ask, why are so many rich people unhappy?
That is clear sign. Money, no ability to provide inner peace. I think I often is telling, when person mood become bad and unhappy, and try to sort of get some kind of positive attitude, with hoping that you see kiss your ring, diamond ring. No sign of affection. When a small dog, when you really feel very sad, showing your sad face to that dog, and then you see you really showing your sort of closeness feeling. The dog might lick on your face. So they have limited sort of ability to show affection to you. So therefore, some of my friends, billionaire, very rich, but as a human being, in deep inside, too much stress, too much worry, fear, like that. So this is clear indication. Material value, no ability, no possibility to provide us inner peace. Only a compassionate mind, your own mind, is the real answer to reduce anxiety or stress. Next question.
Thank you. The next question is from Isabel Sebastian, who I believe is in the stalls as well. So Isabel, if you're here, would you please stand up and make yourself known? Where are we? Isabel's over here, on the left-hand side.
Thank you, Mark. Your Holiness, my question is, how can we transcend the idea of the selfish gene? And how do we inspire others to do so, especially business leaders, investors, and shareholders? Thank you.
I mean, they love self, take care, self-love. It's the key factor. I heard this, some people self-hated. Such person, impossible to share, to express love to others. First, you see, love yourself. Then, look other as dear as yourself. Then extend your love. So, you see, I think much depends on awareness. Sometimes I call, you see, we are selfish. It's good, nothing wrong. But narrow-minded, blind selfish, that just think yourself. No concern about others' well-being. And even, you see, for your own interest, short-term interest, you see, exploit other, bully other, cheating other, worse, kill other. That's blind sort of selfish. Then, out of motivation, you see, taking care of yourself, you see, love other, you see, respect others' life. That's really wise selfish. More take care about other, more wish because of happiness, more people. The result, you feel much more happier. Like that. So therefore, it is much better wise selfish rather than foolish selfish. Okay, next question.
So I'd like to take a question right up from the grand circle now. So Ant Bullock, are you here, Ant? Is Ant standing up somewhere? Can you wave again, Ant? There we go. There we go.
Yes.
Yes. I just had, the question was, if there was one thing that each of us could do for our happiness following this, what would you recommend we do?
I think just one to everybody. I don't know. Difficult. But generally speaking, we all appreciate love, affection. So in order to receive more love, affection from other, first you show affection to other. Take serious care about other. There are two levels. If possible, serve them, help them. If not possible that, restrain harming other. So that's the basis to receive affection from other. Then I think the sadness is in different causes. So accordingly, certain sort of way to overcome that is utilize your intelligence and analyze the situation. So variety of causes. So I think the remedy also variety according to different circumstances. So I think here Buddha stated, you are your own master. So you have to find proper way to reduce this anxiety or worry. Like that. Then next.
You're getting through these very quickly, Your Holiness. The next question is from Sonia Antle, who's in the Royal Circles. So Sonia, can you stand up and make yourself known? Where's Sonia? Can you see Sonia anywhere? Ah, she's over here.
Yes.
Your Holiness, how do you deal with real difficulty and loss in your life?
Then, firstly, I use my common sense. That's common everybody, universal. Then, I am Buddhist. So, there's certain Buddhist technique, including similar concept of quantum physics. Now here, one American scientist, he's still alive. His name, Aaron Beck, very old. Now he's, last year I met, or beginning of this year, I think, in any way, recently I met, then his age, 96 or 97, very old. he found when we develop anger, the object we feel angry, you see, appears very negative. But actually, 90% of that negativeness is your own mental projection. You see, this wrong sort of impression developed because grasping things objectively exist. So for that, quantum physics very helpful. Nothing objectively exists. So negativeness of that person or that object also is a much mental projection, mental projected, on the basis of grasping things independently exist there. So that one sort of Buddhist technique, the Madhyamaka philosophy, nothing exists independently. So everything's reality is absence of independent existence. So that, I think that scientists confirmed. You see, that wrong view is very much connected, which, and the wrong view is the basis of destructive emotion. So I also practice that. And then altruism. Very helpful, very helpful. So that's, and then I think those people who believe is a God, then think God. God is infinite love. You see, we are the son of that God, that kind of Father. So these things also, you see, helpful to think. And the non-believer, you see, altruistic mind, very helpful. And also accept the reality. Things always changing, impermanent, momentarily changing. So there is no sort of ground grasping, momentarily changing. So thinking these lines, helpful.
Very helpful. Thank you. Let's take a question.
Then I think any practitioner should not expect change, big change, within a few minutes or within a few days. That's unrealistic. You must think. Mental change, mental development takes time. Years, decades, according to my own experience. Now, for example, understanding about nothing independently existence, you see. And intellectually, I think 60 years ago, I already sort of familiar with these sort of the concept. But the real sort of effect, the last, I think, 30 years. Then year by year, there is a feeling becoming stronger and stronger. So result, my mind more and more calm, like that. So it takes time. So we should not expect the good result immediately come. That's the source of failure. So right from the beginning, you prepared. Oh, it takes time, not easy, difficult task. The physical work, sometimes is tiresome. The mental work, even more. So determined. You should have the clear sort of awareness about the goal, positive goal. Then determined to achieve that, no matter how long it takes. And for Buddhists, we thinking eons, not just 1 life, 10 life, 100 lives. Eons. So limitless lives. So that really provides us determination. So one favorite sort of, my favorite sort of, most favorite sort of prayer is, so long space remain, so long sentient beings remain, I will remain in order to serve them. So that kind of sort of prayer really give us inner strength and also find purpose of our life.
We have time for just one more audience question before we just close with this wonderful time we've had together. So Roland Philippe Kretschmar, who I believe is in the stalls, has a question. Where's Roland Philippe? He's just here, I think. There we go. Can we have a microphone over here, please? Just coming behind you, I believe.
Thank you. Your Holiness, with the current immigration crisis and the increasing racism spreading across Europe, in what way can we best contribute to create more happiness and well-being among all levels and members of society?
Of course, firstly, affection. Firstly, affection. Consider them. You see, people, same human being, you see, really, sort of additional problems. So there is sufficient reason to show our affection. But then, you see, the ultimate solution about these problems is we must make every effort to bring peace in their own country. That's the only thing. It is unrealistic, you see, impossible to accept the entire population of Syria and Libya and Iraq and Afghanistan, these countries, several million, I think impossible to bring here. And their own land make empty. It's not good. So, tremendous difficulties, but we have to determine to various ways, religious people, political or leaderships, you see, we have to sort of try. We should not waste even 1 minute, you see, to sort of neglect about so that bring peace in their own country. So this is not easy, but we have to think, including prayer. Although you see, prayer affect these things, I doubt. But still, I think no harm to pray.
Thank you to everyone who's asked His Holiness a question. Your Holiness, before you leave us, really I wanted to thank not just the question askers, but everyone who's contributed to this community that you see here today. And there are many, many thousands more wanting to watch the videos of this and to catch up with this afterwards. You inspire so many people with these sort of universal ideas of caring for others as well as caring for ourselves. And what I'd like us to really do is to think about, the thanks I have and gratitude I have for the amazing people here who do so much in their communities, in their workplaces, in their schools, in their lives to help contribute to this vision I think we all want of a happier world. So my final question, really a personal one, is what would you say to this community of people who are trying to put your ideas into practice to make the world a happier place?
Now, no use to repeat all the points which I believe, most of them, or relevant sort of points I already expressed. So nothing to say. Now, I myself also see looking my sort of the fly to America. So my mind, I think 50% or 60% to go that way. Reach my hotel, one shower and one tea, and then ready, go fly. Thank you. Of course, the last word, I really appreciate all your showing interest and thinking deeper way and implement as much as you can. I really appreciate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Richard, a photo here.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.